As we continue with our hashtag We Are KC profiles, my goal behind this really is just to shine a light on some of the positivity in our community right now. One of the things that makes me so proud of being from Kansas City is the fact that we have so many people and organizations locally who really rally together in times of need. And that's certainly what we're experiencing right now. And a good friend of mine, the Vice President of Hospitality for Sporting Kansas City, Nikki Romolo, is our guest today because she's a part of a great initiative to try to help feed people who need it in Kansas City right now, people that are out of work and people that are looking for a hot meal. And the program is called the Sporting Kansas City Community Kitchen. Nikki, first of all, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Nate. How are you doing?
Doing okay, and I trust you're staying safe and healthy through all this. Tell me about your current situation right now.
Very fortunate to be very safe, healthy, quarantined like the rest of us, following our social distance guidelining. Watched a lot of TV recently, a lot of Netflix, kind of like everybody else.
Yeah, but you actually are doing something that's an essential service right now, which gets you out of the dwelling a little bit, and that is this community kitchen initiative. We're doing this on Monday, April 13th, so that's, from what I understand, the official day that this thing started. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe just exactly what the Sporting Community Kitchen is?
Yeah, absolutely. Kicked off today. We teamed up with Operation Barbecue Relief, which is a national organization, but it's based right here in Kansas City that raises money to feed communities in times of crisis. In particular, they will be providing 1,000 hot meals a day to us that we will then operationally package out and get out to the community.
Okay, so 1,000 free meals every weekend to citizens across the greater Kansas City area. And I understand people from Sporting Kansas City, I know it because I got the email being encouraged to volunteer and help package and distribute this food.
Yep. So just to clarify, it's Monday through Friday until the end of April. But yes, we put out a call for volunteers, first starting with our organization, and got a huge feedback, which is great because I just found out today it's National Volunteer Month. So the Sporting Kansas City crew stepped up, and we had about 15 people at the stadium today helping us package and distribute.
So yeah, I read that wrong. Not weekend, but weekday. So Monday through Friday, 1,000 hot meals. And you mentioned, the partnerships here with Sporting Kansas City, City Foods, and Operation Barbecue Relief. City Foods is something you're involved with as well. Tell us what that organization does.
Sure. City Foods and Events is the catering and events arm of Sporting Kansas City. We actually execute non-game day events in the sporting facilities, as well as execute and cater events all throughout the city. So we go to any venue and put on events and catering.
I guess you never imagined, though, that your expertise in this industry would be put to use the way that it is right now. I mean, this is pretty unprecedented stuff, right?
It's been a unique crossover. I never thought going from planning events and catering would transfer over to being able to serve the community in this way.
So what's maybe been some of the biggest challenges as you guys have tried to get this organized and roll it out so far?
Right now, the biggest challenge has been messaging, being able to get the message out. We just want as many people to hear and get the opportunity as possible, making sure we get it all out for anyone who does need it.
So now for people that need the food, can they just show up? Do they need to register ahead of time? How do they make sure that if they show up, they've got a hot meal ready for them?
Sure, great question. Every day at 8 a.m., we have a link that goes live from our website. It's sportingkc.com/community kitchen, where they can register. We're actually doing the meals in groups of 4. So the idea is we're going to feed 250 families. And so every day we'll have 250 slots open. You register, and then you'll get a kickback email confirming that we got your registration and instructions on pickup at the stadium.
Okay, so once again, everybody, that website is sportingkc.com/community kitchen. If you can't remember all that, go to the Sporting KC website, sportingkc.com. You're going to see one of the top stories up there is a big icon that says Community Kitchen. Click on there and get yourself signed up. I know this is the very first day that this is going, Nikki, but my assumption is these things are going to fill up every single day fairly quickly. Is that what you're expecting?
Yes, that is a fair assumption. And as we bring in more community partners, we're looking to grow that number as well.
So what do you mean by other partners? What are we looking to do to expand this right now?
Well, right now, from day one, like I said, we had Operation Barbecue, who's kicked off this whole thing. They were able to team up with Plowboys Cisco Food Distributors distributed packaging for it. Price Chopper was able to donate bags. And so we're exploring other partners in which we can bring together to help it grow.
Do you need any volunteers or people to donate food or anything like that? Or is it just more about getting the message out to the people who need the food right now?
We are always in need of volunteers. To volunteer, you can email communitykitchen@sportingkc.com and we'll give you some volunteer information.
Okay, so communitykitchen@sportingkc.com is the website. If you'd like to volunteer, look, it's a situation where you want to make sure that you're healthy. You want to make sure that you're not going to put anybody else at risk. But if you're one of those people that's in a good situation right now and you can help other people out, I think that we're seeing right now that there's certainly no shortage of people who need some assistance when it comes to food right now. I spoke earlier on our We Are KC video spotlights with Eric Gentry. He runs a food kitchen twice a week in Kansas City, Kansas. The first day they did it, the line was 2 miles long. They weren't able to feed all the people that need it right now. So this is great what you guys are doing, Nikki. And I'm assuming that personally, I mean, tell me from your own standpoint, what does it feel like for you? I mean, to be down there packaging this stuff, knowing that you're helping people out right now.
It's pretty amazing to watch just all the volunteers get together, all these organizations get together. It's really wonderful to see Kansas City get together and do stuff like this. And then also the other community kitchens that have popped up. You know, this all started with the Rieger Crossroad Community Kitchen. And, you know, there's a bunch of other places like Waldo Thai, Char Bar all doing it. So just to be able to be a tiny part of it is amazing.
Yeah, well, hey, we really appreciate what you're doing, Nikki, and everybody there at the Sporting KC Community Kitchen. Again, if you want to get any details, sportingkc.com/community kitchen. And once again, what's the email address that people can go to if they want to volunteer to help out?
communitykitchen@sportingkc.com.
1,000 meals a day, and hopefully we can grow that number if more and more people need it. As, hey, look, we're all trying to do what we can to help everybody get through this. That's why we are KC. Nikki, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. All right, that is Nikki Romolo from Sporting Kansas City. We'll have more of these We Are KC profiles as we continue through this COVID-19 crisis.